today, since I have my mom hostage as well as Lady, we would do a little bit of cooking together. So this is one of my favorite holiday recipes, and I wanted to do something a little bit different because I feel like there's so many recipes out there for like Christmas baking and all the expected recipes. So this one is Italian. It's one of my earliest memories, was making gnocchi with my grandma because she was really amazing at it. So I can't promise you that it will turn out. Maybe this will be one of those like fail challenge videos, but I can promise you that we're gonna try and that it is a really good recipe. If you've never had gnocchi before, it is so tasty. It's a potato dumpling that's basically like pasta. If you like pasta, you'll like gnocchi. And it's not actually difficult to make at all. It just makes a little bit of a mess and takes a little while. But it requires very few ingredients. So let me put down Princess Poodle here. If you don't recognize her, this is Lady. She was featured on my channel like 3 months ago, but she's like quadrupled in size, so you may not recognize her. She's still really little. And this is my mom's dog, and this is my mom Jeanette. If you guys haven't met her before, you guys should go follow her on Instagram.
Oh my god, no.
Yes, you totally should. If you like photos of this one, because it's mostly photos of Lady. So yeah, let me put her down and wash my hands, and then I'll be right with you and we'll go over all of the ingredients. Okay, so for ingredients, it's pretty few and far between for this recipe, which is one of the reasons I thought this would be a good one to make with you guys. So you need a lot of potatoes. So these are russet potatoes, or as I used to call them, the dirty ones, because that's how you know in the store they're always like the muddy ones. You don't even need to look at the label. And I peeled and boiled all of these until they were extremely soft, so you can actually see they're kind of falling apart. That's when you know they're done, and you want to drain them really well and then let them cool a bit. But I've let them cool for maybe 20 minutes so that they're not going to burn my hands. You don't want them to be icy cold from the fridge or anything like that. Your gnocchi will not come together properly if they are too cold. So I have 6 potatoes here, 6 large potatoes. I am making an enormous batch that I'm probably going to freeze half of. So for tools, before I tell you the rest of the ingredients, you have 2 choices. For most of my life, I've used just a potato masher combined with a fork to get out any small lumps. It works great. You don't want to compound it too much, otherwise your gnocchi will end up really tough. Or you have one of these. Do you have one of these at home, Mom? No, right? So like you can totally just use a masher, but my boyfriend happens to have one of these fancy little potato ricers, which I understand are really good for mashed potatoes too. I don't know, because I actually, believe it or not, don't like mashed potatoes, which is really weird given that I love gnocchi. But this is really great because you can just pass all your potatoes through it, and it'll be really fine, and then your gnocchi will end up being really light and nice. So that's probably like the ultimate gnocchi investment if you really get addicted to these like I am. And then for this amount of potatoes, you need 3 egg yolks. So if you were to make a batch for just like yourself and one other person or something like that, you probably use 2 potatoes, 2 large potatoes, 1 egg yolk, and 1 cup of flour. But we're tripling the recipe, so we have 3 cups of flour. But you will need extra flour as well, just for adding to it if you find that it's a little bit too moist, and also for rolling out the gnocchi as well. So I have my bag on hand in case I need some more. Later on you'll see I'm choosing to serve this in a tomato type sauce today, and because I'm lazy and we're hungry, I got a jar of raws. So this is my favorite of theirs. It's the arrabbiata. It is really expensive, so you can totally make your own tomato sauce or find this on sale, which is what I did. And I'm going to add a little bit of fried pancetta to that because it's the holidays, so why not have a little bacon in your food. Rice my potatoes, which will take a little while, but it's very effortless and a perfect way to just hang out and catch up for us. So I don't know, I've never really used one of these before, but I think it's going to be like a spoon of some should be okay. They're really a good temperature now. See, there you go. Oh my gosh, it's like snow. This is cool.
Is it hot?
No, not really. I mean, it's not easy either. This is why I go to the gym.
A side benefit.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this for a little while. But once we have riced all of our potatoes, and at that point it's pretty much just like making bread, but easier because you don't need to knead it at all. Really, you just want to combine it. So it's really super easy thing to do. And it's great if you have kids or nephews or nieces around because they can just participate and make a mess, and you know, have fun. This is a super easy recipe, so it's a great one for all of that. Time to assemble. I'm just gonna flip my potatoes onto my counter, and as you can see, it looks basically like mashed potatoes, maybe a little more cooked.
Without the butter on the top.
Yeah, no, you don't want to add anything to it like that, but just the consistency of it, I would say it's like mashed potatoes, but a bit more cooked. Like you really kind of want to cook the life out of the potatoes, because otherwise you're going to have a really tough time getting all the little nubbles out of it, because I feel like most good mashed potatoes have a little bit more texture. So then I also recommend adding the flour little by little, right? That's what you're saying.
Because you don't want to have too much, sorry.
Round it up, and then you just start pouring it on, and then just kind of assembling it until it feels like a nice smooth dough.
Until you can roll it.
Exactly. And the more practice you have with this, the easier it will be for you to tell. I will leave all the measurements and the recipe in the info bar, but gnocchi is one of those great things, which is why I think it's just such like a great kind of family holiday thing. You just have to get the feel for it and use your common sense. Like if it's sticky, it needs more flour. If it's really dry, maybe add another egg yolk or something like that, and it'll come together a lot better for you. Yeah, okay, I'm doing this badly even to make it well. There we go.
This is going to spread down.
I'm gonna just put this sticky thing somewhere. Alright, and it's just kind of fun to get your hands dirty and into something as well. This is just a great alternative to making pasta, because to make pasta you need like the machine and everything like that pretty much to roll it out thin enough for it to be good, whereas pretty much everyone has the stuff to make gnocchis. I think it's just such a great easy recipe for that reason.
Do you want to put the topping?
Yes, please. That would be great. And it tastes really good with any sauce, I think.
Oh yes.
Like we're doing
like just a butter and sage
tomato
sauce.
sauce. Yeah. See? We have a little poodle in attendance. She's watching. She knows. Or maybe she wants the bacon. One or the other.
Well, I don't know. It's still in its package, so probably not. She's always curious when I'm cooking too.
Of course, this is the point in your cooking where someone's probably going to ring your doorbell or someone's going to call you.
Well,
so having a helper is a good idea. Probably a little more flour.
Yeah. Well, be careful there.
Yeah, so my mom's always telling me not to add too much flour, because that's how you end up with really chewy gnocchi. If you have it in restaurants and it's really chewy, that's why. So you need to find a healthy middle.
On your hands, or...
No, I'm okay, but I do need a little more flour in the dough for sure. You can add a little more.
But not
If it's okay.
Yeah, but put your hand. So there you go.
Okay. Thank you.
We're not losing anything.
Thank you. Wash my hands, which I think is actually a good tip, so you can have some more wine. No, seriously, because otherwise the stickiness from your hands keeps the dough from kind of finishing off, and you can see it looks like dough now. I think we're pretty much ready to start making our gnocchi, which is really exciting. I'm so hungry, you guys. Have you had breakfast?
Yes.
Oh, well, that explains it. Do like her, not like me. All I had is coffee. Yeah, no, that's really smart. Things just always take longer than you think. So I have a pastry cutter thing here, so this will be useful. And I think we'll make for brunch. Do you think that's enough for 3 people?
Oh yeah, but you're going to make the lot anyway.
Well, yeah, but I just want to make sure that I set aside the right amount. Yeah, is this enough? You think?
Just cut a smaller piece to make it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm being told to like.
There you go.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Because you don't want to
can
be.
Can you give me a little bit more flour?
You don't want them to be enormous. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what that's for. Okay. Cool. All right. This is good. Here, we can use this stuff. This is still good. Waste not, want not, gnocchi.
Be a pity to waste
Yeah,
them.
they're delicious, by the way, you guys, in case you think we're insane for like putting this much work into like some pasta-like creation. Like, they are so, so good.
Ja, men det är right.
I feel like I should cut this too.
Ja, det förstår jag också.
Apparently I was told to do that already. Sorry guys. Cooking with your mom should be a hashtag. This is looking really good.
Yeah,
it's like workable, it's not sticky. I think we will actually have something to eat.
Yes.
They have these like long tube things and they don't need to be super even. Like, you don't need to stress about this. They just need to be even enough that they will cook at relatively the same rate. So that,
anyway.
but they also float to the top. So like, again, it's not a big deal because they may float at different rates and it's okay. You'll just remove them, it'll be fine. So some people have fancy like gnocchi boards to give them little ridges. We usually just press a fork into them and that kind of like works for us. And you probably do need, just give me a little pile of flour here.
Really?
Just like use it from the bag.
Oh, that's okay. I don't want to put too much,
Okay,
right?
not too much.
No. There you go.
What is a good idea is before you get to this point, you do what I did and you have some plates around it with some flour. And you could just like put them there. Do you want to do little fork indentations, Mom? I'll make a little bit more and then you can do it. And you can totally use a knife for this as well. This is just a little bit quicker. I like doubling them up like this. It feels efficient. What? It totally is. Because you get twice as many for the same amount of cutting. Isn't it wonderful, like the magic of YouTube? Like you guys didn't see any of the like mess cleanup with this beautifully clean counter for you, like magic. No, but seriously, it hasn't been that long. It's been like 15 minutes, and we have all of our gnocchi ready. I even already have some freezing. So I just freeze them on a tray, and then I'm gonna pop them into a Ziploc bag later. Over here, I have some very salty, slowly boiling water, and then over here, I just have a little saucepan that's heating up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my pancetta to that. So of course, you know, this is not how you need to make it. This is just the sauce that I'm making today, and I thought I would show you because this is more of like a vlog style chilled out video. I really like this like pre-cubed pancetta. It's so nice to have in your fridge because it keeps a really, really long time. We have our sauce bubbling away here with just the pancetta, and then I added the jar of sauce to it, really easy. And then we have our water here that's at a nice rolling boil. So what I'm gonna do is, where's my, oh, there we go. I'm just going to take this and you just plop your gnocchi into the water. And word of the wise, I speak from experience, do not crowd your water, because what you're going to do is you're just going to add the gnocchi into the sauce as it finishes cooking. So you don't need to worry about having it all done at once. You don't need like 3 pots of boiling water or something. But I really recommend that you don't put even this much gnocchi into the water at once. I'm going to do about half. I'm going to do it in batches, add it into my sauce, and the sauce is over a low simmer, so it'll be completely fine, and then everybody can eat at once, and it'll be great, and none of the gnocchi will fall apart, because that can be a real disaster otherwise.
So the papa just cook them.
Ready to eat, Mom?
Yes.
Yeah, of course you are. You're all started. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Look at that. All right, time to taste. Yes, with some forks. So hungry. Excuse me, baby. Fork.
Thank you.
Yes. So excited. Okay, this better be good. Let's try it. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Okay.
Yay! It's not a fail video. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, you guys. I will see you in my next normal installment of Vlogmas. I hope you had fun with us, and we are going to devour our belated brunch of delicious gnocchi.
Bye.
Next time, bye.